Snap. Recording. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Miss Candy Joe. Alright, before I start my topic of discussion, this here. I don't know if I'm turning it right. Maybe I turn it this way. And you know what? This is the first time I had Ben and Jerry. Like, I've never had Ben and Jerry. I always had Haagen-Dazs. And I wasn't, and to be quite real, I wasn't really a big fan of Haagen-Dazs. But I always had Haagen-Dazs. One of my exes put me up on that. But this right here, specifically red velvet cake, quit playing. Quit playing. Anyways. So I need to talk to you guys because I'm kind of in a situation and kind of not. Okay. I've been talking to this guy. Well, we've been dating. Wow. How about I just start from the beginning? That'll work. My friend introduced me to a guy here at Michigan State. And at the time, I was getting over a relationship. It was like a month in, and I was like, to be honest, I was pretty much over the dude because what he did was so foul. Like, it was just that bad. So, anyways, so I got over it quick. I wasn't really looking for anybody to talk to. I was kind of like, this is my single thing. I'm just going to do it. It's kind of natural. Like, I didn't even realize. I realized I was single, but it wasn't like I was, okay, I'm single. I'm out here. I'm about to start. It wasn't like that. It was just like, okay, I'm single, whatever. I kept it moving. So, my friend introduced me to this guy. And, I'm not even going to hold y'all up. I asked for his Facebook page or whatever, and something weird happened where he ended up getting my number. I think she gave it to him. I kind of wanted to talk to him or see his face or something before I gave him my number. But anyway, she gave it to him. We started texting, and somehow we connected. Decided to meet up at a mutual spot here on campus, and it's the first time we seen each other and everything. It was like really, really sweet. Like, now that I think about it, that day it replays in my mind like so often. But anyways. So yeah, so everything was off to a good start or whatever. Now, at the moment, he from what I understand now, I didn't see it then. But at the moment, he was communicating with his ex still. He and his ex still had like a connection or whatever. Now they've been separated, I guess, for like a year. Don't ask me how I know all this stuff. I just do. They've been separated for like a year. And so, you see where it said, like, I was getting over something. He was obviously, I guess, getting over something like that. And we just happened to meet. We just happened to collide and the big bang, So, anyways, the day that Why Did I Get Married To came out was the day that we got official. That was like April 9th, 2010. He asked me. It was just the sweetest thing. Oh, he asked me. And see, he from the South, so he's not really from up here. So when he asked, we was getting ready, and I was like in his room. We was getting ready to leave, and he was like, would you be my girl? And I'm like, yeah, of course I'll be your girl. So anyways, y'all, that whole night was just a lovely night, and ever since then, it's just been... ever since then, from that point to the next point I'm about to get to, it's just been really, really nice, I later found myself moving in with him. Literally. He cleared out a few spaces, a few dressers. He started giving me the keys, because he would go to work at night, and I went to work in the day. But somewhere we found a happy medium where in the middle we could meet. And we get together, and then he'll leave and go to work, and then he'll leave me the keys to his room, and I would just be there being a housewife, which I didn't mind at the moment because we so happy. Then this is when it came tumbling down. we started bickering. We started bickering. It wasn't really really bad bickering, but it was like just bickering. And I guess it was because we seen each other so much. And I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of things that he said I kind of took offense to, cuz he didn't really know me and I didn't really know him. And I guess that's why, and then I look at it, we moved very, very fast. Like this all happened within like a month. And then the next month we got together. And then the month after that, we were it was like during our finals week here. It was around May or so, and the summer was coming up, and I already had plans. I was gonna be here for the summer before I even met him, and vice versa with him. And called it we I would like to say we did. I really want to say he did, but we called it quits, and that was that. The summer came or whatnot. First section of the summer, I wasn't here. I was back in Detroit. He was up here, however, taking classes, and it was that type of thing. Second semester came. I was up here for the summer, and so now he and I both are up here at the summer. Keep in mind we're still exes, but we did keep in touch, ever since then. The funny story is, I think my sister borrowed like my SIM card or something like that on my phone for a little while, and I would like to say she put him on my block list. I didn't put him on my block list, so for a while I got upset because I'm like, dang, he's not gonna call me. He's not gonna, because even though we quit and it was bitter, we still had some connection still there to where we could still talk, and it was like, dang, he wouldn't converse with me, you know what I'm saying? What happened? Later found out I had him on block. Shoot myself in the head. So anyways, I explained to him, we got back cool. Second part of the semester came, I came up here. We started hanging out every day. He started walking me to class. We started hanging at our, mutual friend spot. Everything, we were never not without each other. Never not without each other. We still had little bicker things here and there. But the point was, we were very, very cool. Like, we were still very, very cool. In fact, it almost turned into just like the relationship. You know what I'm saying? The relationship before all the bickering. The original, I like to say the original us before all the bickering. But we started really getting to know each other. We started pushing more buttons. We started figuring out ways to, find a mutual ground for us both. Now I don't know if any of you guys out there believe in zodiac, but I kind of do to a certain extent. He and I both are Leos. If anybody knows anybody who's a Leo, I could tell y'all right off rip, we do not take orders kindly. We tend to like to run things, we're bossy people. But we're also very sensitive and very compassionate and very warm-hearted, very outgoing and opinionated. So that's why a lot of the times when we were together, it was a lot of bickering because we're both the same kind of way. And then that's another thing with him. He's more passive. He's somewhat passive. I'm passive to a certain extent, but it I don't know, it kind of depends with me. It varies with me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of funny. It's like if something's bothering me, you're going to know right off with emotion. You're going to know with emotion with me. You're not going to know with logic. And with him, you're going to know with logic first. And then you're going to get the emotion. And that was kind of, that's kind of where we were at. We didn't know. We were still trying to figure out how to communicate with each other. So anyways, time goes on and fall semester gets here of 2010, and we're really close. We're really, really close. In fact, he was going through a particular thing. I don't believe I can quite speak on it yet. I don't think I still could speak on it, but he was going through a particular phase, and I was helping him throughout that whole phase. And with an organization at school, if you guys can get the hint, particular phase, organization, whatever. I was there to support him. I was there to motivate him. I was there constantly, I never left his side. He never left mine. So it seemed as if though we were still in a relationship. keep in mind, throughout the video, I never said we talked about getting back together. I never said we talked and said that we are back together. But it just seemed like that's just what it was. We were always together through anything. Like physically we were always together, and even mentally we were always together. Like there never was a time where we were not together. And you know, even though I'm up here for the summer and he's back at home where he's at, you know, taking care of business, we still communicate the same way we did when we were up here, only he's not here. And it's like, okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'm the type of girl that likes to know things, okay? I will like, now it's a year on in, and everybody's telling me like, well, Candace, you don't really need a title. You don't, it's a year on in. I need to know, what exactly are we? Are we friends? Are we bitter exes? Are we colleagues? Coworkers? Magicians? I don't know. He needs to tell, like, I just felt like, you know, and that was my problem with him. We were always around each other, and then we'd have mutual friends who would ask us, what are y'all? And I could never have an answer. I could never have an answer, and that bothers me. Because I feel like after all this time, after a year, I need to know something. About 3 weeks ago, we had a conversation, and he tells me that we are, that no. This is how it went. Okay, because this guy doesn't say anything verbatim. He doesn't say it, and that's what I need. But he goes, I want to say something about, oh, I'm about to be 21. I'm still, you know, I'm still fly. I'm single. And then he gets quiet and he says, see, that bothers me. See, that bothers me. You saying you single, and you know, he goes into that whole thing. I'm like, why you say I am single? He was like, fine, well, if that's how you feel, then fine, that's cool. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know that I was taken by anybody. Shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So here I am today, like, okay, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not happy or anything, but how long have I been your girlfriend? I don't know. Y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know. Ladies, if y'all been in this situation before, let me know what's real. And the question is, what am I to you? Fellas, you let me know. If you've been through this before, you probably done this to some female, please let me know. Please put me up on game. Please. Because it's now a year on end. And this ain't the only time this happened. And it's actually more to this story. I just don't want to keep going because I'm looking at a little timer thing up here. And it clearly says I have 13 minutes and 47, 48, 49 seconds on this video. Now, I don't want to get too further. I don't want to bore y'all, but that's my situation, you know. I have a boyfriend. Or do I? I don't know. I feel like I'm taken, but I don't know. I'm kind of... Peace.